Let's get started on our next page, a planner page. I love using stickers for this. They are just about my favourite thing in the world. So I'm going to show you how to turn your blank dot grid pages into a weekly layout like this. I like to start by marking off a space at the top to write in the month. So I'm going to put a strip of washi along the top, and I know that it's going to take up this much space. So I want to do my line on this third row of dots here. So we're going to divide up the page first. You can take your pages out of the binder to make this easier, but I am stubbornly keeping mine in. So that's where I'll have the month at the top and the washi tape. Oops. Okay, and now we want to split each side into 4 even boxes. So I like to have a notes section here, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday on this side. So you need to find the halfway point of your page between this line, and then I like to leave a border at the bottom as well, so let's put that in first. So I'll leave a smaller border than I do at the top. You can leave a bigger border and put washi tape at the bottom as well if you like that look, but I'll just leave mine plain. So if you count the number of dots between here and here, you'll know where your halfway point is. I have 30 dots between my lines, so I'll mark my middle line at 15 dots down. And the same on the other side. Then we need to mark our dividing lines here at 7.5, halfway between the 15. And the same down here. Next I want to add my washi tape at the top. I love this glittery washi tape, it's so sparkly and pretty. I have a sticker sheet that I use to add the months in. So I'll put one at the top of each. Sometimes I put them in the centre, but recently I've been preferring to have them on the far sides. So I'm going to do it like that for this one. And then, as I mentioned before, we'll have this section as a notes bit. So this is the sticker kit that I'm using to fill in the pages. You can, of course, if you prefer, just write out your day and date and add in whatever doodles you like and whatever stickers, but I really like using these kits. This one is my own design, but if you shop on Etsy and search for planner sticker kit, you'll find loads and loads of gorgeous designs on there from lots of different designers and sellers. These are designed to fit in a large planner, so for this smaller dot grid planner I'm going to be cutting these large boxes down to put in each side, and then using these half boxes and quarter boxes to write in my plans for the week. And then on this sheet we also have some stickers for decorations, some checklists, and then the days. So let's start with the days. And then for this section, I'll add in a title over here to do. I'm using the dots to roughly align things. I'm not being too precious about it. So as long as I have this split out layout, it looks neat enough for what I like. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. And then we'll add in a checklist so I can write down my top 3 priorities for the week. I'm gonna put, you can write the dates in here, but I'm gonna use stickers to add my dates just because I think it looks neater than my handwriting. And now you can decide how you want to do the rest of your layout. So I like to cut these in half and then alternate them on each side, and then alternate the half boxes to write in. You can do this more precisely, but I'm just going to do it by eye. I don't mind if they're slightly wonky. Often what I like to do is to do a few weeks or even a month's worth of layout pages in one go, and then I'm not having to rush to set up my pages for the week when I want to put in my plans. If I've got things in advance, I'll write them in pencil before I've done all the stickers, and then I'll write them in pen once I've done all the stickers. If plans change, I actually have an erasable gel pen that I love using, and that means that I don't have to scribble things out or cross them out. These stickers are slightly repositionable, so if you stick them in the wrong place, as long as you haven't jammed them on the page too hard, you can take them off again and reposition them. But just check the type of paper of the stickers that you're buying. Most I would say are repositionable, but some aren't. Okay, so now that I've got my patterns down, next I'll add space to write in my plans for the week. So sometimes I use the bigger boxes, sometimes I use a couple of the quarter boxes. Sometimes I have a plan in mind, sometimes I don't. So say for example on a Tuesday, which is one of my working days on the business, then I might put in my priority for the morning here, my priority for the afternoon here. Or on a Wednesday I take my daughter to Moo music class, which is like music and games and that sort of thing. So I just put that in as one entry, and then we always have the afternoon free to hang out. That might be too much pink, so I'll put these down here. I'll try and vary the colours a bit on each day. We can have a blue up there. And yellow here. This kit is called a mini weekly kit because if you were using it in a large vertical planner, it would do you a week. But because I'm using it in a smaller planner, it will last a lot more than a week. You only get one set of dates, but what I do after that is just use day stickers to add in the other entries for the subsequent weeks. And then I'll just do different designs of layouts. So once I've used up all the boxes and all of these, then I might do some which have just these checklists alternating, or just decorative stickers around. So you can really vary what you do. It doesn't have to be the same layout each time. That's part of what I find so enjoyable, I suppose, so relaxing about doing my own planner page spreads. It's simple but creative, and I think it looks so pretty at the end. The final step that I'm going to do for this one is just to add the decorative stickers on top. So I'm going to put a wreath here with a little bee in the middle. I'm going to have a flower here. And then I want to use these daisies. I'm going to add this big daisy down here. I like that you can see the polka dot through it. And then one up here where we've got some space. And then I'll add a few of these little bees as well. And a mini bee up here. So this is now ready just to write in my appointments and events and plans for the week. This is the pen that I'm currently using. It's a Filofax erasable ink pen, and I've got turquoise ink in it at the middle. I feel like I should have some weekend plans already, but I don't. I'll have to make some. Okay, that's our planner page finished.